Tonight I am going to make something a little bit tasty. I haven't made it in a little while, so I'm really excited to share with you guys tonight my demonstration on raspberry and mint mojitos. Have you guys had one of those lately? Because they are divine. I know that quite a few of our manager team do like them a lot. So hopefully once lockdown is all over, I'm going to look forward to having a nice big dinner party with all my fantastic managers and consultants. So how exciting is that? So let's get started anyway, because there is quite a few things to do and then quite a few things I want to show you. So first up is our Turbo Chef. Our Turbo Chef is fantastic. I love this little product. I use it quite regularly, especially when I'm cutting up little things. So today I'm going to cut up in it some mint leaves and my raspberries to add to my mummy one. So this is the larger version of our chopper. So this one also comes with a whipper stick. So this you'll often see me doing my baking demonstrations in, because I do use this a lot for all my baking needs. But you can also use it just to chop up some cauliflower rice and bits and pieces like that. And if you are needing to do smaller portions, this one will be perfect for you. I also prefer this one for making breadcrumbs because you can get it really nice and fine. When I first joined Tupperware, I actually used to take this in my handbag because at the time my son was just a baby, and when he was hungry when we were out and about, like on a day trip or anything, I'd just pop a banana in it, pull the cord, and he would have baby food no matter where we were. If I hadn't taken anything with him, like if I was having something to eat myself, I just pop some of whatever I'm eating in here and mush it up, and he was good to go. So I absolutely love these products. They are pretty fantastic. So we've got the top here. So here is our beautiful top. The top does actually come apart. So if you've got one of these at home and you've never seen this before, what you do is you pop the back of a teaspoon into the little tiny gap and twist it. And what that will do is pull these two pieces apart. So there is that little gap just there that you can kind of see, and they'll come apart. So this bit, which touches our food, can go into the dishwasher, whereas the top doesn't usually need to. However, line those two up and push them back together. If the top was to get wet and our cord did get wet, you can pull that out, twist it around, and then the back of your little knobby bit here can pop into the little gap, and then you can hang that out to dry, because you don't want this being wound up wet, because it will get a bit smelly over time. So that's our top. The top is exactly the same on our Extra Chef. So when you do have a Turbo and an Extra Chef, you've got two tops. So it's pretty fantastic like that as well. So first up, we've got our 3-blade system in here. I love this because it's very easy to clean. The bases of both the Extra Chef and our Turbo Chef can just be popped into the dishwasher. So when I am doing smaller portions, I do prefer using this one because it is very little and it doesn't take up much space. Our blades here, if you feel like they get blunt over time, what you can do is pop some rice in there and pull the cord a few times. That will sharpen up your blades again. And then what you're going to need to do is discard that rice because it might have little bits of like metal in it. So let's get to work. Here is my beautiful mint leaves. I might actually try to keep one out. Let me see, where's a pretty one? Because I could put a pretty one on the side of my glass or something like that. Here we go. I might keep this one out and just take that bit off there, and that keep on the side of my glass because I want to make this look a little more professional. Exciting, isn't it? So you pop your top on, nice and easy. One hand on top. Keep it away from your fingers when you're pulling it, especially if you're letting the children do it, because otherwise you could get rope burden like on the string. So one hand back here and just pull. There's not much in there, so it's just bouncing around a little bit, getting nice and chopped up. And so you'll be able to see that it's starting to get nice and finely chopped up in there. So even the large one here, you can do 288 cuts with a knife with just 5 pills. So doing like one little tiny garlic clove and either one of these will just blitz it in no time. So I'll just do a little bit more. It's looking beautiful. Next I'm going to add my raspberries. So my raspberries I've kept in a little freezer keeper. I took my children raspberry picking back in I think it was January Yeah, it must have been December, January. We went raspberry and strawberry picking, and then when we came back, we ate a lot of them, but we picked a lot of them. So many of them have been popped into a little freezer keeper. So I could use them for my demonstrations and to whip up some nice fresh strawberry ice cream and my extra chef for the kids, and yeah, just for smoothies and things like that. So I've got about a third of a cup of raspberries here, so I'm just going to pop these in here. They've been out on my bench for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, not very long, so they have started to thaw a little bit. The beauty of our freezer keepers is they are very flexible, so they are very easy to get the frozen stuff in and out of, but also, as you can see, they've got the little gap on the bottom and they're nice rounded corners, so that means the air can flow around the entire container quite nicely, whether it's in the freezer trying to get frozen or out of the freezer trying to thaw. So things do thaw and freeze a lot quicker in our beautiful freezer keeper range. I absolutely love them. If you want to see the larger ones, please let me know, because I'd be more than well happy to pull them out and give you a little demonstration on those. So raspberries in. Here we go, 5 pills, just like I said, 288 cuts with a knife, and check that out. It's all nice and finely blitzed in there. So that is looking beautiful. I'm just going to blitz it a tiny bit more, because I like my stuff nice and finely diced. Oh, that's just amazing. So amazing how quick and easy this is. And my favorite thing, when I very first joined Tupperware, I used to buy blenders and they would break over 2 to 4 years. I'd have to purchase a new one. Whereas with these, if something was to happen, like the little knob on the bottom broke off, or the little clips in the top broke, you can pop this through for a warranty, and our warranty team will replace it for you under a lifetime warranty guarantee. The blades, however, are not warrantable because they're not the Tupperware plastic. So that's all done nicely there. So what I'm going to show you now is another favorite product of mine. I was really excited to get this when I did start in the business, because I think our ice cube trays are fantastic. These did win the Red Dot Award because for the innovation. I'll just come a little closer to the camera so you guys can see it all. So we do have this little flap here which can open, and when you open that, there's a little max line just here that you can see. So if this was, once this gets empty, you just open your little flap and fill that up to the max line with water. Once that's filled up, you can close your flap again and go pop that into your freezer. There's no more trying to figure out how to balance the water or anything like that, and I will show you why. So when I open this up, in here, can you see all these little channels in between? So when you do fill it up with water, the channels will make the water even out along the entire product. The other thing you may be seeing in there is these little silicone buttons. So if you look at this one just here, I'm just going to pop that out. Did you see that one pop out? I'll pop it back in. So how these work is, once you need to get your ice out, you just pop the silicone button and your ice will pop straight out. So no more trying to force it, no more struggle. You just literally push that little button like I'm doing here. Did you see that one pop up just here by my thumb? Super easy. So I'm just going to bring it back over here and pop my ice cubes in here. So I'm just going to pop them out. So I also have had my ice trays out here for about 5 minutes now, because I did want to slightly thaw these, because with our blades you cannot cut ice, but if you swap it out to our swizzle stick, our little whipper stick, this can crush ice. So it's going to be a little tiny bit noisy, but my ice is going to be beautifully crushed in just a second. So keep your eyes on this one. Hand on top, fingers back. So that is only 10 pills, and if I just take this top off, you'll see that it's starting to crush nicely. So here you can see it's starting to crush. There's still some big ones in the bottom there, but as I start adding everything else to it and pulling it a little bit more, it will start defrosting and then it will start crushing down a little bit more. But I don't want to crush it too much, otherwise all the ice will melt too quickly and my drink will end up warm. So what do I have to do next for you guys? So I've shed my little chopper and my freezer keeper. I'll pop these in here actually now. I need to grab a little, oh, here it is. I forgot my favourite, the spatula. These are fantastic. So the head does come off. I'll just pull that off like so, and it goes back on like so. It's actually really easy. Sometimes I worry that it's going to be a bit hard, but every time I do it, I'm like, oh, that's right, it is very easy. The top is pure silicone, so it can retain the heat when you're cooking with it to 200 degrees, which is fantastic. So you can use it when you're melting chocolate and stuff like that, and it will not get any melty bits or anything like that. It's fantastic to get everything off. Like, it just does the most amazing job. I remember one time being at someone's house and I'd forgotten my spatula, and I was like, oh no, I forgot my spatula, and I was doing a demonstration. I said, oh, do you mind if I borrow one of yours? And they're like, yeah, no worries. And I got it, and they got out this little spatula for me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna give you a free spatula, because the spatula literally did this. I couldn't use it. I was really struggling, and I looked a bit silly, so I was just like, oh my gosh, I've got to fix this for you. And so as a host gift, I did just give them a spatula to say thank you, because she was the most amazing and accommodating host, and such a beautiful lady. So I'm just going to get this in here. I should have taken off my splash back, because it would have been a little splash guard, so it didn't make it so difficult, but I'll make this work. Okie dokie, there we go. So that's all of that in there. Next up is my limes. So these are the limes off my tree, so I'm trying to find ways to start using up these limes. They're such nice limes. They're very handy to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually zest one of these. So I've got my little KP tool grater. I love this thing. It's got these little tiny rubbers there, so if you're doing it on like a bench with Parmesan or something, it doesn't move around. It's very easy to use, if you can see that okay. But I am just going to do it in here. I'll need to take this one for this bit. Let me take this bit off, and I'm just going to zest straight in here. So it's great for Parmesan, it's good for chocolate, it's obviously good for zesting. Sometimes I even use it just for regular cheese, depending on what I'm trying to do. I absolutely love my things being that little bit more sour, and I do have some sugar syrup to even it out, so I'll just pop some of that in. Beautiful. And once I've used this, I literally just run it under some water, give it a rub with my finger, and then put it back to use again. It's super easy to clean. Okay, so when you are cutting citrus, so if we're talking pineapple or oranges, lemons, or our limes, what you need to do is use a serrated blade. Now this is one of our U-series knife set from before, but we have the most beautiful knife sets in catalogue now that you definitely don't want to miss out on, so definitely check those out. I probably should look into getting some more, because I just love the knives in Tupperware. Okay, so this is another exclusive one, so please don't, don't get sad. It will come back, I promise. This is our beautiful juice. So on one side we could pop food in to juice it, but I'm going to flip this over to juice my limes. So I'll just quickly get all the juice out of here. And this one too. Perfect. And this does such an amazing job. And pop our lime juice. And I actually wanted to try doing this. I don't know if I'm going to be very successful, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. But I've got one of our spiralizers. This is a little gift, so when you host parties, you can get your hands on these for free as a little gift. And I might even give one of these away, because they are pretty amazing. So first you just pop that on there, screw that on, and then as you go around, it's going to start. I might actually do this over here so I can get all the juice out of it still. Ooh, don't need that to go in there. I don't like my lime bits that big. get that one out of here. There we go. But now it should cut around. There we go. Perfect. Just need to give it a little bit more strength. I'm not a strong person, so how pretty is this going to be on the side of my glass? I'm going to feel like I'm at a hotel or something. There we go. So it gives you like a little spiral. Pretty cute. I think I need some more practice on this one. I'm going to try one more time. Ooh, it's very juicy, these limes. I think they might be a little bit too juicy to get too much of this done. Nope. Here goes a little bit more. Well, I'm just going to have to use the top one of that, and I'm going to try doing this a little bit later. What else do I need to do? I need to pop in some sugar syrup, which I've got in a beautiful measuring cup here. And then I'm going to measure in some Bacardi. I'm going to do about 1/3 of a cup there. And last but not least, some soda. The soda's got some lemon in it because it's the only one that I have at home, and I do quite like having gin and, I should measure that as well, a gin and soda sometimes. So let's pop this in here and fill that right up and do it one more time. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I wish you guys were here with me sharing this beautiful drink. I'm definitely happy that this is the last demonstration for the day, because this is going to keep me nice and warm for the evening. And let's just put that on here and give that a pull. Go. And did you hear all that ice breaking up? That is possibly absolutely perfect now. So there's lots of different cocktails you can make in our extra chef here. Oh, look at that little tiny piece of ice. Can you see that? It's beautiful. You can do like berry cocktails with just bubbly, like wine bubbly, and berry sorbet. Oh, turned out absolutely amazing. So that's going to be two nice glasses. And I really wanted to have some pretty lime on the side. I wanted to feel like, I'm pretty sure you can do lime wedges and things like that, but I'm not very good at this bartending thing. I've never done it before, but check that out. What do you guys think? I just made a raspberry mojito. I'm pretty happy with myself right now. And I made a little bit of a mess, but thankfully it's my own kitchen, so no worries there. So if you guys have any questions on any of these products, please let me know. If you love our choppers, like, they definitely do a lot more than cocktails. I use it for cocktails once in a blue moon. But baking and cooking, chopping onion with no more crying eyes. Yeah, these products are amazing and they would look amazing in your home. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to catching up with you guys soon. See you later.